Hi, my name is Andrei Pavlitchouk, and today I would like to talk to you about practice exams. Practice exams are really important for when you're studying for your actual exam. They help you with gauge your knowledge, see where you are at. They help you in the types of questions that you might have on the actual exam, and they help you to confirm your knowledge in certain areas. So today I will just share the technique I use for when actually going through the practice exams, and hopefully this is helpful to you. Let's get to it. All right, so today I'm going to cover this in two parts. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is actually how to take those practice exams. Now, there's lots of techniques out there, such as you can start the exam and then end it straight away, and then go through the questions. But I prefer to actually take the exam, and then after taking the exam, going through the questions and seeing why I got something right and why I got something wrong. In this way, it helps me affirm my knowledge. Now, why do I prefer this way over the other way? Because I find that when you actually take the exam and you invest yourself into taking the exam, then when you go through it, you understand and get a little bit more motivated because you tried that question. You might have got it right, you might have got it wrong, but it really affirms you of why something is right or why something is wrong. But when you actually like end the exam straight away and go through the questions, you don't feel that motivation for those questions. So you might not be as invested as in the other way, and that's why I prefer this technique over the other technique. In this way, when you actually go through the questions and see why something is wrong and when something is right, go through the explanation, really understand it. If you need some further information, they usually include a link. It's like it could be like a reference link. Click on that link, go through the information over there, and before you know it, you would really expand your knowledge. So that's my tip for you for the first part of this video. Okay, so the next thing I want to cover is the actual exam vendors. So there are four exam vendors that I use, so I'm going to cover them from worst to best. The My least favorite out of them is Pluralsight with CanPlan. Now, CanPlan have partnered up with Pluralsight to actually deliver the content. Now, whilst I find the explanations great in terms of detail, I do find that their content is usually quite dated, and it takes a while for them to get updated to the latest exam modules. So, as far as the explanations go, they can be fairly decent, but they are a bit dated, so be careful when you actually use CanPlan with Pluralsight. The next one I want to talk to you about is Udemy. Udemy is quite a good site because it lets users upload their kind of content, so you can actually see maybe people who have taken the exam upload that. But be careful because again, it can get out of date quickly, and it depends again if the person who's actually delivering the content is good enough for that. And the other thing is the explanations usually aren't that detailed or that great, so sometimes you will struggle if you're expecting everything to be covered within the platform. The next one that I want to talk to you about is MeasureUp. MeasureUp are a really good site because they are Microsoft's official partner for the exam content, and they do have this 90. I think it's a guarantee that if you take the exams and you get 90% in the first and then a consecutive second attempt, and then you go and do the exam. If you fail it, I think you get your money back. So check out that guarantee. But other than that, the explanations I find are really useful. You get the great content out there. The only bad thing I would say about Measure Up is the price. The price is expensive. I mean, it's like their pricing model. You paid what, 75 quid for 30 days, which is a lot of money for a practice exam. So, but other than that, other than the price, I can't really complain with them. The next one that think is the best out there is Whizlabs. Whizlabs has a lot of great content out there for lots of cloud related works such as Azure, AWS, GCP. I really need to do a lot of courses on that. I got this subscription through Cloudskills, which is actually a good deal for a year. It's like you pay like $47 for it. I'll include the link for it below. I'm not getting paid for it. I just think it's a really good deal. And yeah, there's a lot of content out there, lots of practice exams. So I really think WizLabs is definitely the one to go to if you're looking for to take your exams. And that will be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please follow me on LinkedIn. Please like, click that bell, and subscribe on YouTube. And I'll see you on the next one.